I've heard along the grapevine that one way to multiply your money is to plant it in the ground and wait for it to grow. But I've been sitting here for days and there's not a single sign of any growth. Maybe I'm using the wrong fertiliser. I think it's time I went and got some advice from the experts.
Yes, we're here at the William Light Primary School and we're just about to start our school's big backyard project. And that's basically, we're part of Trees for Life, and basically we've come here to the school to educate the students in terms of how to propagate their own seedlings, raising native seedlings, and we basically educate them in terms of revegetating South Australia. That's our primary aim. Well, we've got a band of volunteers and we basically have raised 30 million seedlings so far. Carl, the first part of the process with the seedlings is effectively getting the students to choose the species. Now, we've effectively got them to choose ones that are native or indigenous to this region. Then they have to fill the tubes exactly correctly in terms of the soil. Then what we do is mix in a bit of fertiliser and explain why they need fertiliser. Then they sow the actual seeds, and then they put a layer of gravel over the top of that just to keep the seeds in place.
Once this process has been completed, the students wait about 2 months. Then it's on to the next stage of growth, and I'm going to check out if they're growing better than my money tree. Matt, how are the seeds looking, mate?
Yeah, they're looking good, Kale. Just gotta water them every day, just so that it keeps all the seeds moist and just so they grow. And then you just got to keep them away from the sunlight. So.
Cool, so they're nice and healthy. What happens next, Sarah?
Okay, so what we have to do, Carl, is we have to thin them, which is where if two are in the same tube, we have to take one out and put it in another tube.
Okay, so you separate the sprouts so they get enough room for their roots?
Yeah.
What's the importance of planting native species?
The importance of planting native species is that we are bringing back a habitat that was here before the white settlement, and we are bringing in native wildlife.
It's a pretty lengthy process. Do kids learn about this in class as well?
They do. Environmental studies is very important these days in most schools. And what the kids are being taught at the moment is to identify that native species have the best chance of survival. And ultimately what we're trying to do is educate them in terms of what existed here before European settlement.
Cool. Well, I want to play my part, so should we go and plant the tree?
That'd be great. Thanks.
So there are plenty of factors that come into play when planting and growing trees. And I reckon if I apply all the knowledge I learnt today, this little guy might just turn into a big, juicy money tree. Maybe.